Guys, if you want to help autism, ADD, ADHD, you've got to create functional movement. What does that entail? No difference in the babies, no difference in you and I. You need weight transfer, transitional movements, and rotation, okay? Everything that I see for adult-based, child-based exercises, whatever you want to call them, don't have any kind of midline in them whatsoever. I'm sorry, you can't get out of bed without midline. Even when I try to explain to a physicist what rotation is, they just believe we stand up. It doesn't work that way, right? All our milestones happen from lying down. So if I'm here lying down, right? Just the act of getting up out of bed, I've got some serious midlines I've got to cross. I've got to roll over, come up, right? I'm here, and then I'm getting up, right? I need a lot of rotation. Everything that I see, so first of all, to explain autism, ADD, very similarities, very, very weak upper area, no core movement, because they're not crossing midline. The first thing that you see in autism, really weak peripheral field work. They don't work the room. So again, when they move to work with their vision, right? Their vision is pretty much with their body. And then you're trying to call them, they've gone away. Now with ADD, they have to see with their chest. I'll get it, and they move like that. And now you're gone, right? They can't just say, oh, you want this over here? Let me go get it, right? Or they don't have that rotation here, that crossing midline, rotation, same thing, right? So when you're doing movements on these kids, and I see these exercises and they're working on balance beam, guess what? They're not, when are you gonna go to the car on a balance beam? If you can't balance on planet Earth, you're not going to do it in upper skills. It doesn't create balance. If anything, it causes frustration, and the brain doesn't know what to do with it. When you don't have weight transfer, transitional skills, and rotation, that's like saying, I've got this great app. Sorry, my Buddha is playing with me. I have this great app, but it's for DOS, but I need it for Mac. Right? It's a different operating system. So if you want cognitive games, speech, this, that, and the other, I know you might see your kid is walking, right? And you're like, but they're walking. It's about the qualities, right? And so to sit there and you're doing skills that are like this and asking them to again, the jump, no midline. Jumping is not a functional movement. Yes, you need to jump, right? But when a kid jumps, a typical kid, I hate to say the word typical, but when they're jumping, right, they're doing more like, watch me not kill myself, right? I'll step up because I'm talking. But they'll do stuff like this, right? And they'll start spinning around. This is what a kid does, right? But they want to play with rotation. Everybody always says, no, be quiet, don't do those skills, don't do those things. But guess what, guys, right? This is what a kid does. Hey, Mom, what's for dinner? They're playing with torque, momentum, all these kind of rotational skills, right? But our kids can't do it. Why? You have to go back to the foundations, but you can't keep creating exercises of them that keeps them in an autistic mode or an ADD mode, right? One of the simplest exercises, I can be like in this chair, yeah, let them spin, do whatever. Put up in the corner your walls, A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, where's A? And they might be doing this way, even though A is over here. Is it efficient? Is it optimal? No. But they've got to learn to work the room. Great way of doing it. You can do it in standing where they're twisting. But if you see that they go and do something like they normally do, if they're doing this, A, and you're sitting there prompting, right? You've got to make it simpler. You've got to see where the rotation breaks down. You might want to try them on their desk, A, B, C, D, right? But you should be able to go A, B, in all of these kind of things. And that's what you bring into their play. That's why I'm not a big fan of ABA therapy. You're teaching them what a dinosaur is. Right now, I want to teach them that they can open a door, right? Cognition goes off of the movement. Movement comes first. Babies aren't born with brains. It's the movement that formats the brain. Yes, the brain can get injured. I get that. But the biggest injury to a brain, guys, is movement or lack of movement or the wrong movements. But don't keep doing it in your home program. Thanks.